Hello, hello! Welcome back to another one of my readings. So, we're actually celebrating 2 milestones today. I recently reached 10 subscribers. Very exciting. Double digits. No, I'm actually pretty proud of the growth of this channel. It hasn't been that long since I've started posting, so super happy. I just hope that it keeps growing and all of that. So yeah, so if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Anyway, as for the second milestone, I actually got my very first video request, or actually a couple from the same person, and I thought that I could address one of those. So, the question that we are asking today is, how will my family react to meeting my future spouse for the very first time? And we have 6 piles in front of us. I know, more than usual. It is a momentous occasion. So, pile 1 is this green stone here. Pile 2 is this one. Pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, and pile 6. Take a second to decide which one you want. And we will begin. Alright, so pile number 1 with this green stone here. I don't know, but I think it's, as always, I don't know what stones I'm using, but I think this is moss. Oh, I'm sorry. I think this is moss agate. It's really nice. Alright, let's put it back. And I'm gonna use the Arcana of Astrology deck to find out what sort of general vibe it's gonna be between your future spouse and family. What is the general vibe between pile 1's future spouse and family? Oh. Okay. So, we have 4 cards here. We have the waning crescent. We have the full moon in reverse. Hygeia, which I'll need to look up actually. And Scorpio in reverse. Alright. So, as far as vibes go, I would say that their initial reaction is not going to be too good. With the Scorpio in reverse, full moon in reverse, I think what this suggests is that your family is kind of going to be like, oh, they are repeating the same pattern as before. Maybe the person that you'll be introducing them to is like the same type as one of your exes or some of your exes. And they feel like that they can already see where this is going. Again, they fear that you're going to fall into the same patterns that made you break up with your previous partners, or fall into the same patterns that were destructive towards you. I believe Hygeia is the destroyer, but let me just look that up really quickly. The purifier. Okay. So it could go 2 ways. It could go, for some of you, it could be that they expect for you to purge this person. They expect that this person isn't going to last very long. And then for a small percentage of you, they think that this person might be different and might be able to help you heal from past traumas that you've had with exes. Anyway, let's move these up here. Actually, let me move this over. As far as tarot cards go, let's just investigate what their actual reaction is going to be like. What is pile number one's family reaction? How are they going to react to meeting this person for the first time? Oh! Knight of Chalices. So they're going to be super, like, charismatic. Well, they're going to be open, friendly. A High Priestess. They're definitely going to have their own internal thoughts. They're going to be listening to their intuition, or going to have, like, intuitive messages about that person, for sure. Oops. Page of Wands in reverse. Again, they're not going to be sure about whether or not this relationship will last. So they're just going to kind of be cautious. They're going to be friendly and everything, you know? But they're just not going to, like, go out of their way to accept your person here. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. They might bring up your past relationships. Two of Pentacles. They might say something along the lines of, oh, you're new. I thought she was, or I thought they were dating somebody else. Or, like, make some comments about how you have options. And we have the Hanged Man in reverse. And maybe talk about how they might talk about how you are not in the best position to be making a romantic choice, or a choice on selecting a romantic partner. Like, basically they'll be saying that, like, they don't think that you're ready to date to your person. So yeah, that's yeah, that's not very pleasant. I mean, they're gonna be, like, all fun on the exterior with this King of Cups and everything, but overall they're just... There's gonna be a lot of distrust. And I think it's because past partners have hurt you before, or they perceive that they have hurt you before. And I have a feeling that your family might have some control issues with the Scorpio reversed here. So it's like, not only were your past partners possibly toxic, but your family might have some, like, control issues going on as well. So I'm using the Magical Neko deck now to determine what sorts of activities you might be doing. And the first card that popped out was oh, whoops, the Stargazing Cat in reverse. So I think y'all might be just casually hanging out, but it's not as casual as it might seem from the outside looking in. Like, everybody's sort of tense. Oh, yikes. I don't need that many. What else would they all be doing? It could be nighttime when they meet up. Your family members might actually look a little bit distracted. Like, they just, like, they're kind of like, oh man, here is pal number one going at it again, kind of thing. A little bit disinterested. However, they will have, like, what's the word? A polite, like, a nice and polite sort of demeanor with that Knight of Cups. So, they're not going to be openly nasty, but passive-aggressive for sure. Yeah. Oh, did one flip over on me? Okay. We have the cat surrounded by fish. So there could be an aquarium where you meet. You might actually go to an aquarium at night, or be out on the ocean or next to the river, somewhere with fish. And I think the fish also symbolize just thoughts going around and around. There's going to be, like, to your family members, even though they might not want to be there, even though they might think that you're not making the correct choice in that moment, they're gonna be very thoughtful about all of what is happening. And as for you, you might be a little bit overwhelmed. Anyway, that was pile number 1. Please like, subscribe, or comment, or any, like, help me out if you want. Yeah. We'll see you next time. Alright, guys. Bye-bye. Alright. Welcome, pile number 2. With this purple crystal here. Purple quartz? Fluorite? I'm not entirely sure. Let's just put it back. And let us get started. So, what is your family's reaction going to be like? What is pile 2's family's reaction going to be like? We're actually, I keep forgetting. So what is going to be the dynamic between pile 2 and their future spouse? What is the dynamic between pile 2 and their future spouse? Okay, so we have the Cancer card. So they're going to be super nurturing. They're going to be super nurturing towards your person, and your person is going to be nurturing towards them. It's going to be a nice, pink, lovely sort of dynamic. Sorry about the noise, by the way. What else? Oops. We have the Sun in reverse. Something about ego. Waxing crescent. So, like, even though they're gonna be, like, super nice and caring towards your person, and likewise, I don't think everyone is gonna be showing who they are, actually. It's gonna be sort of like a lovely sort of facade, at least for a while. With this waxing crescent here, they're just kind of your family members and your spouse, your future spouse. They're just kind of gonna be sizing each other up in some way, shape, or form. Okay, let's get some tarot cards to see what their reaction would be specifically. What would pile 2's family's reaction be towards their future spouse upon meeting them for the first time? What would be their reaction? Oops. Okay, so we got a bunch of cards. We have the Three of Swords in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and Nine of Cups upright. Just give me a second to look at everything. So they're, well, in addition to this Cancer card, and then this like 5 of Pentacles, this they might feel as though they're taking in your future partner, kind of like they've been on the streets or something, or they've been through a hard time, especially with that 3 of Swords in reverse. They might view you as the Queen of Wands, so they might think that you're a little bit too promiscuous. They think that you're too promiscuous, and that you lost a lot, maybe in terms of like your job, your social circle, what else? Might have lost money. And they see you and your spouse as like down on their luck somehow. But overall, they think that your union is gonna be positive. They see something positive within this union. So they see you as like the meeting of two dare I say, damaged people. Like, y'all have both been through a lot, and somehow you've found each other. Let me see if this tarot deck will give me any extra cards. Anything else about the situation that we need to know? We have the 4 of Swords. They think that you both can find healing in each other. It is the 9 of Cups that you got prior, and not the 10 of Cups. They think you might be right for each other in the moment, but they don't know that you're gonna like go all the way and get married, kind of thing. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're breaking out of like fears and stuff, you or your spouse. And then the Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody was a player, it's possibly you, possibly them, but they see that you, them, or the both of you have changed your ways. They might see that your person was kind of, or is the type to seem like a player, or your person might straight up tell them about what they were up to back in the day, and they see this similarity here between you and them, and so that's why they think that you're a good match together, and that you can heal from each other because you both are stepping beyond that, have stepped beyond that. So let's get some magical Neko cards to see what sorts of things would y'all be doing together. Your future spouse and your family. What would... Ooh. So bees. Maybe you're gonna be out in the park or something. Maybe you have a farm. Maybe you farm bees. And y'all be checking that out. Yeah. Flowers. So yeah. Somewhere with flowers and bees. Possibly during the springtime, since these are sakura flowers that only bloom during the springtime. Only for about a week, I believe, so it might be a week-long stay. You might be bringing them home for a week. Oh, and overall, they're gonna feel very protective over your person, and you. So, yeah. So that was your reading, pile 2. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of that wonderful stuff. And we will see you in the next reading. Bye. Alrighty, pile number 3. With a stone here. with teal striations, whatever this thing is. Okay, so let's start with our Arcana of Astrology. Find out what is the vibe, overall vibe between your future fiance slash, well, your future spouse and your family. Woo! So, Sun and Leo. So everybody's gonna be themselves. And, yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of, like, goodwill and good energy between them. Like, this is probably a really good combination. This might actually be happening in October during Leo season. Leo is actually ruled by the sun. So there's just strong Leo and fire energy here. So it's gonna be really positive, fiery energy. Your family might tend to be, like, very close. And this might intimidate your person. But your person might also join in, because I don't see any reversals or anything. There! I said there aren't reversals, and one just came out. So there's Cancer and reversed. So yeah, they're gonna feel a little bit defensive, but I think overall they're gonna be able to keep up with your family. Okay, so let's use these wonderful Prisma Vision cards to determine what is their specific reactions going to be like towards your person. So 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, what else? Oops. King of Cups. There is going to be a patriarch in your family that is going to be, like, very prominent in your interactions. In the interactions between your family and your future spouse. With that 8 of Pentacles, though, like, it brings me to think that they might not think too much about your connection at first. Like, they're gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna invest in this, we're not gonna invest in the belief that this is gonna go anywhere. I also see, like, for some reason, I keep looking at these flowers here, and this, like, sort of, like, orangey, like, golden sky. I think barbecue, like 4th of July barbecue or something. I know I said, like, August before, but, like, sometime in the summer, I think. Summer, early fall is when this might take place. I also get a feeling that for some of you, home, where your family is at, most of your family might be in the south if you're living in the United States, or somewhere that is swampy and hot and humid. Oops. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So mom's not going to be so welcoming. Might make some crude jokes or distasteful jokes, or somebody might be doing that. It doesn't have to be your mom. We have 5 of Swords in reverse. So mom or whoever this Queen of Swords is, they're going to get into arguments with your person. With this 5 of Swords here, and it's gonna end up unresolved, or like somewhat unresolved. Like, people just might stop talking. They might stop talking to each other because it's just awkward. And then we have the Lovers. Okay, so a couple different messages with that one. So they don't think much about, like, investing time, but they do see that you are together. That's one. Message number 2 is that the two of you will grow stronger over this meeting. Your future spouse and you. It's gonna be a chance for you to grow closer. What else? Okay, too many. Too many. Too many. Thank you, though. Any other cards to describe their first initial meeting? We have Justice. So definitely some judgment going on. I think that your person will be... So, as I was saying, that family member is gonna, like, verbally attack your person. Your person is gonna handle it as graciously as they can with this Justice card. And then the debate, whatever, like, back and forth that they're having between them, is gonna stop awkwardly. But in the end, like, your family members, like, even the person who, like, engaged with your person in this way, they're gonna realize that it wasn't your person at fault, and your person actually handled it very well. So that's gonna be a chance for your person to earn some brownie points. So, alright, let us grab some magical Neko cards and see what y'all be doing this time. At this time. What are they gonna be doing? Ah! No. Okay, let's try this again. What will pile of threes, family, spouse, future spouse, and them be doing together while this exchange is taking place? So what's the activity? What are they gonna be doing? Nope. Okay. I think y'all are gonna be home. So you might be having like a picnic or a barbecue at home or something. What else? What else? Again. Yeah, we have this matriarch, this queen in reverse, another queen in reverse. I think it just is reiterating that like this exchange between this maternal figure, this queen in reverse, with your future spouse, that's gonna dominate the meeting. So, but hey, ultimately it's gonna propel you to your future spouse to win the good grace of your family, and allow you two to come together peacefully. Or successfully, at the very least. I don't know, if you had like a mother-in-law that was a little bit like this. I don't know, I guess you could learn to live with them. Learn to compromise, but anyway. Do leave me a comment, like, or subscribe. Tell me what your situation is, or like, if this has already happened. And yeah, we'll see you all for the next reading. Bye. Alrighty, pile number 4. Welcome. You have the tiger's eye here. Let's start off with the Arcana of Astrology, and let's see what is going to be the overall vibe between your future spouse and your family. What is going to be their overall vibe? Waxing crescent in reverse. What is going to be the overall vibe? Nope. Cancer. So there's going to be warm, motherly sort of vibes, I guess, going on. I think due to the fact that it seems like... I think it's going to be rather clumsy. All of you aren't going to vibe together really that well, or like really that smoothly. With that waxing crescent in reverse, it's like having difficulty getting started, essentially, is the meaning there. But it's going to trigger somebody or like push somebody to be very nurturing, or trying to be understanding. And then we have solar eclipse in reverse. I think it's just going to be kind of really awkward, and it's going to bring to light just some personality quirks that are very different between your family members and your person. Alright, let's get some... what is it? Prisma Visions cards to see what is their reaction going to be specifically. 9 of Wands. Stress. Oh, immediately. Page of Cups. Yeah, it's going to be very awkward. Oh no. What else is their reaction gonna be like? 3 of Swords? Okay, that's a... Can I get a clarification for this? Oh, 3 of Swords, thank you. So, Knight of Cups. 10 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Swords, and 9 of Cups. So, I don't know if they're going to communicate this to your partner, but they're going to be a little bit disappointed that it didn't work out with one of your exes. Like, they're heartbroken over the fact that you found somebody new. Little do they know you're actually going to get married to them in the future. What else? And again, it's just gonna be like super awkward. Like they probably like vibed really well. Like everything was like really smooth sailing with your previous partner or the person that they're thinking of, you know, that they really miss. So they're gonna like, it's gonna be such a stark contrast with your new person, where it's like super awkward, not a lot in common, where they're just gonna be like, man, I wish for the good old days sort of thing. But hey, like, looks can be deceiving, or like first impressions aren't usually like an accurate depiction of the person, and really like you're marrying the person, not them. So I think your mom, okay, Ace of Cups. Yeah, so eventually y'all will, just 1 second. Sorry about that, everyone. My roommate was coming back. A little bit noisy. But, yeah, so eventually, like, eventually you will reach this Ace of Cups between your person and your family. There's just going to be a lot of unconditional love here. And I think it's going to be owing a lot to your mother or a maternal figure in your family. Because, like, she or they are going to put a lot of effort into trying to understand your person and, like, trying to support your decision in being with this person. What else? So, that's all for the tarot cards. I'm actually going to grab a magical Neko card. And let's figure out what y'all be doing during that first meeting. What are they all going to be doing? So we have this, the romantic cats. The cats as a couple. So, it's not really... Oh, another one just fell out. We have the cat that just pooped in reverse. Activities. What is this? What is this? I think this first meeting, what might happen with your family members surprising you at your door. Because these cards strike me as, like, very homely, like you're at home, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, everybody, like, drops by. And then we have this cat eating food in the bowl of ramen. I think they might drop by spontaneously and be like, hey, you want to go to dinner or something? We just got into town, let's go out, that sort of thing. And that's how y'all will, how they will have their first meeting. And that awkward exchange, those awkward, like, first, like, exchanges will actually be over a meal. So, gonna catch you guys off guard because y'all will just be doing your own thing, you know, wink wonk. Anyway, yeah. That was it for pile number... So bad at... 4? Pile number 4. Alright, well, like, subscribe, comment, or whatever you feel like doing, the usual stuff. It would really help me out if you did any of those, so please do one of those. I don't know what that was. Anyway, we will see you again in another video. Bye now. Alrighty, pile number 5. I had to turn on the lamp because it's starting to get dark, but pile number 5, we have this dark stone here. I think it's a type of obsidian, black obsidian, I think that's what it is. Can you see it? Yeah. I'm trying to work on actually getting the stuff, like the cards and the stones and everything, on camera. Trying to be more mindful of that. Anyway, so pile number 5. What is going to be the overall vibe between your future spouse and your family when they first meet? What is going to be the general vibe? What is going to be the general vibe between pile number 5s? Okay. So we have Scorpio. So it's going to kind of be intense. We have Gemini in reverse. Either too much talking, somebody putting their foot in their mouth, or not enough. But I think, like, coupled with, like, Scorpio, it's gonna be kind of, like, really intense, and, like, they might try to manipulate each other using words. What else? I think there's gonna be mutual distrust between them? Anything else? No? Okay. Well, let's move on to our Prisma Visions Tarot. So, what is going to be the reaction to meeting Pile 5's future spouse for the first time? What is going to be the reaction? So 9 of Wands in reverse. What else? What is going to be the reaction of the family upon meeting pile number 5's spouse for the first time? What? Oh! 7 of Wands. So there's going to be a lot of competition, like competitive energy between those two, between both parties. Maybe I said those two in reference to an actual, like, just like specifically there's a person that's kind of like mucking up the connection at first. But that might be only for a few of you. Hold on 1 second. Alright, we have 8 of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. What else? Four of Cups in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. So, let me try to work out what's going on here. I think that there are actually going to be drinks involved. Yeah, there's going to be drinks involved. We have 9 and 8 of Wands in reverse. So, then we have the 7 of Wands. So if we look at this as a progression, how would I interpret this? It's just like such like heavy and like intense energy. So I think specifically it's gonna have to do with this King of Cups here. That's gonna like really have it out for your person. I think you might the meeting might only be between your dad or this King of Cups, whoever it is, with your person and yourself. Okay, so what popped out is the Page of Cups in reverse. 6 of Wands in reverse. So many wands. Hold on, let me take a second. So, what I see here, I think it's gonna be a situation where you have a kid from a prior connection, and your father, or whoever this King of Cups is, concerned with the well-being of your kiddo. And being the King of Cups, like, they are pretty emotional. They're pretty emotional, but they tried to give it their best, I guess. I think they were from the get-go they were anticipating like fighting with your person. They were anticipating fighting with your person, and it just started escalating as they stayed in each other's company, as they continued with this exchange. And we have also 8 of Cups in reverse. I think they are actually also critical of you. They're they're resentful towards your person here, but they're also resentful. They are disappointed in you because they feel like that you're abandoning your child. That you're walking away from your child with that Eight of Cups over there in reverse. Yeah. Not very good, I'm afraid. But I guess that's also like the nature of this black obsidian here. Oh! Black obsidian is always like super intense. Always brings up like really deep shit. Like the fact that your father or whoever, you know what I mean, whoever this person is, the fact that they are reacting so strongly, so possessively towards you, and their grandchild, and like taking it out on your future spouse. Like it has to do with like prior issues and like prior issues and traumas that they have deeply embedded in them. So it just brings up shit like from the deepest, darkest corners of our soul is essentially what the obsidian does, black obsidian does. It brings it up so that you can purify it. Anyway, just 1 second. Another pause as I pick up half my deck that just fell on the floor. Alright, we're back. Now, let me get some magical Neko cards to see what y'all will be doing during this first meeting. Okay, so, while I'm shuffling, it made me think that, you were either coming home late or something. You were supposed to take care of your kiddo, maybe, but, anywho, like, your dad was taking care of your kid, and, you came home late. It was just some situation where, he felt that you weren't taking proper care of your kid. Alright, so what will they all be doing during this exchange? What will they all be doing during this exchange? What will they all be doing during this first meeting? Okay, so the flying cat in reverse. For some reason that makes me think of the internet. The cat drowning with the fishes. That's the first time I've ever like described this particular card as drowning with the fishes. I think somebody's gonna be inebriated is what this says. And then the space cat. Yeah, definitely inebriation. And the sleeping cat is the fourth. So your kiddo's probably going to be asleep by then. You are coming home really late, especially with the stars out here in the background, and then you have this bubble over your head, and like you're just sort of intoxicated either with drinks, alcohol, or like some other drug. I think part of the reason why they might be mad is because you will be on something. It's not only that you're like with this person. I think it's more so that it's because you are on something. It might be something that you have had a past addiction to. And then the fact that your person was there, like they take it as like a negative sign, as like, oh, they are hanging out with the wrong person. This person is influencing them, to encouraging them, enabling them to start up their addictions again. I'm sorry. I wish this was a little bit more positive, but hey, eventually you're gonna get married to that person. So it's gonna work out in some way, right? Alright, well, if it resonated with you, please like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you in the next video. Bye. Alrighty, pile number 6. Welcome. Oh, this is gonna fall over. You got this jade colored stone here. Alright, let's get started with this Arcana of Astrology deck. Find out what the general vibe is going to be like between your future spouse and your family when they first meet. What is going to be the general vibe upon their first meeting? Pile number 6. What is... Palace in reverse. So there's going to be like mental or creative blocks there. What else? What else is going to be the vibe? What else is going to be the vibe? What is going to be the vibe between pile 6's future spouse and their family when they first meet? Okay, so funnily enough, that is the only card that this deck wants to give ya. So yeah, so creative and mental blockages. Alright, let's move on to our tarot deck. I'm using the Prisma Visions deck. What is going to be pile 6's family's reaction to meeting their future spouse for the first time? What is going to be their reaction? Ten of Swords in reverse. What else? What else? What is going to be the vibe between, or what is going to be, not the vibe, what is going to be the reaction of pile 6's family to meeting? I really need to English better, but I think my cards understand what I want. Oops. Okay. So we have 8 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, like... 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so we have the Magician in reverse, along with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Cups, 10 of Swords in reverse. Oops. And then we have Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower in reverse. Wow. Yeah, give me a second to examine these cards a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, so I took a small break because I was having trouble reading these cards. And I think the reason why is because they are gonna meet in pretty chaotic circumstances. Like, nobody's gonna be in their right state of mind, essentially. It's actually gonna involve something happening to your mother or a maternal figure, whatever, somebody who takes care of you, losing out on a lot of money, losing their stability, like disaster is gonna strike, or there's gonna be impending disaster. Like, it's essentially like already happening, but it's like the gavel hasn't entirely like hit the table yet. I don't know what kind of analogy or metaphor that is. But I think you know what I mean. It's just like it's building up, it's getting worse, like some sort of situation that has to do with money and stability. A job, possibly, with that Eight of Pentacles. Like your mother might be losing their job. And for some reason I hear legal trouble. But I think that's just going to be for a small percentage of you. And we also have the Magician, which is like very like work oriented. Yeah, everybody's just kind of going to be in a state of shock. There's also the Eight of Cups though. So I think that your person might be taking you away from your mother in this situation. Like your mother, like it could have to do with like jobs and stuff, but like it's gonna be like personally, like it's gonna affect her personally and emotionally because she's the Queen of Pentacles. Like what is the Queen of Pentacles without her pentacles, right? So it might be the case where she takes it out on you. And then your spouse has to, your future spouse has to come and like save you essentially, or take you out of that situation. Yeah, I think maybe that's more so for the majority of you, especially with this. Especially, gotta learn to slow down and enunciate, right? Anyway, we have this Tower in reverse, so your person coming in and like swooping you and like saving you from the situation is like preventing this Tower from happening, like preventing you from being there when shit really hits the fan, you know? It's a situation where your mother, maternal figure, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, is just like gonna wreak havoc. Like they reach this like breaking point, like they just like a mental breakdown where they're just like breaking shit, throwing shit, like saying things that they will regret later, and just like everything is like tossed up in the air. And I think that's possibly the reason why we only got one card from the Arcana of Astrology, because it is really just, you know, blockage. Like nobody's thinking rationally or creatively, or just nobody's really thinking. They're just reacting. And this meeting might be very brief. Or because, like, yeah, very brief. Let us grab some magical Neko cards to see what exactly y'all would be doing during this time. What is going to be physically happening between them all during this time, during this first meeting. Smoking cat in reverse. So what do people do? Why do people smoke usually? It's to calm down, right? So this like Queen of Pentacles is like raising hell in their home, in your home possibly, but I feel like you're probably, most of y'all are actually living with this Queen of Pentacles, and instead of calming down and like taking the time to think about it, because like oftentimes when people are smoking they calm down and they have a chance to think. It's like double purpose of smoking, even though it's like so terrible for you like physically, like psychologically it helps. It's just that nicotine what is it, what's the word, withdrawal is pretty terrible. And then also like in your lungs. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, they're not calming down is what I'm trying to say. It's not calming them down. It's just they're raising hell, and it's just riling them up even more. What else? What else will be happening? Okay, so curiously, they might be drinking too then, because we have the two cats drinking together from a teacup, but it could be that your mother is actually drinking alcohol. And we have one more. We have this Joker cat with the yarn. So the yarn, this card is supposed to symbolize having the materials to do something, but not yet like creating something out of it. Something could be left unfinished on the table or something. You were in the middle of like creating something together, or they were in the middle of knitting or something like that. Creating something, but that's gonna be left. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're drinking tea or something. Maybe it's not alcohol. You're drinking something, having a sort of like social like moment. You thought that you were bonding, you were working on something together, and then something sets your mother off, and they start raising hell. Like, I feel like it was just like something you said all of a sudden, just like, because I look at this, is it a tree? For some reason, it reminds me of a lightning bolt. Like, it just all of a sudden. So, yeah, so that was your reading pile number 6. If you need a personal reading or something, hit me up. I'm sorry, that was a shameless plug. Very shameless. But, best of luck in the situation. Maybe it's not going to play out as I described. Hopefully not, because that is, yeah. Anyway, but if you do experience this, really, like, stay safe. Stay safe out there. Anyway, please like, subscribe, or comment, and I will see you in another video. Bye now.